The way English is learned in your country is probably different from what it looks like in other countries, because both the type of instruction and learners' spare time English differ across countries. But to what extent do those factors affect learners' grammar knowledge? To explore this question, I compared 200 students from Austria and from Sweden at the age of 13 to 14 years. I asked them about their spare time use of English, and I also tested them on their automatized implicit grammar knowledge, so their ability to use grammatical structures accurately under time-constrained conditions. So how did the two groups differ? First of all, Swedish learners used English more in their spare time and started doing so earlier on in life than Austrian learners. And among Swedish learners, the effect of spare time English on their automatized implicit grammar knowledge was also significant. When comparing different types of spare time English activities, such as writing, listening to music, or speaking, the effect of audiovisual, so watching series or videos or films, as well as gaming, were the most important ones. So those activities seem to be most beneficial in terms of learners' automatized implicit knowledge. Among Austrians, I could not find a significant effect of spare time English on learners' grammar knowledge. And in this group, learners' spare time English is also less common, and learners start using it later on in life if compared to Sweden. Interestingly, students themselves in Austria also reported that the effect of instruction on their grammar knowledge is greater than the effect of learners' spare time English. And the opposite was true for the Swedish group. So they reported that their spare time English use has a greater effect on their grammar knowledge than instruction. But for the Austrian context, this may be in the process of change because more and more English is being used in learners' spare time. So what do those findings tell us? First of all, multimodal activities like gaming and watching audiovisuals seem to be the most beneficial ones in terms of learners' automatized implicit grammar knowledge. So some ideas would be to integrate those materials in the classroom, to encourage learners to use them in their spare time, and to provide learners with some strategies on how they can best benefit from such activities, like for instance by providing them with a language on how to interact with co-gamers in gaming. On the other hand, in countries like Austria, France, Spain, or Italy, learners may be increasingly acquiring grammar also in their spare time. And so, as a result, it could be that grammar that is taught explicitly and in a systematic way could become obsolete. It might not be necessary anymore. And as a result then, if grammar is not taught as explicitly, learners' motivation and self-confidence could be boosted. But this requires more research.